The basement of La Penta. This is WICR.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Gridiron Recap. I am your host with the most, Jersey Joe Archino, joined by our resident expert, Armand Madeo. Armand, week 1 of the NFL is here. The stage is set. It could not be more bright. We are going to go into the week 1 NFL picks, helping you if you're a pick'em tourney, weekly eliminator challenge. We are here with the man himself. He will help you pick them all down. So, Armand, I will go up and down the list of games this weekend. Give me a 1 or 2 quick little spitting about them, why you think who's going to win and why. We will start off with Packers at Bears.
Packers at Bears. I'm going to have to go Green Bay. Chicago has a lot of injury problems right now. They don't even know if Alshon Jeffrey is going to make the game. Eddie Royal's out. They have a lot of their receiver core is all banged up. Their defense is shaky. Green Bay looking good. They're looking like they're going to go deep this year. Green Bay's going to win.
I agree with that one. Look, I like John Fox. Not a big fan of Jay Cutler. I've never been a fan of Jay Cutler. They got a lot of talented playmakers, but you just cannot win with a guy with that attitude, and Green Bay is poised for a very good year. We will go to the next one, the Chiefs at the Texans. Armand, this is a difficult one, but who do you have?
Honestly, Joe, I think this is the most difficult game on the slate.
I agree. I think so.
I don't know what to expect of either team this year. I think they're both going to be around like 7-9, 8-8.
I think they're right around that. Yep.
Yeah. So honestly, I like the Chiefs. I mean, both offenses are pretty bad, but I think the Chiefs have a little bit more weapons than Houston, especially with Aaron Foster not going to be able to play the first couple of weeks due to injury. So I'm going to go for the Chiefs in a nail-biter here.
I completely agree. I think this is a very close game. I like Houston's defense, but Jamal Charles has shown enough. I think Alex Smith is better, a better quarterback option, but I really think at the end of the day, you've got to go with the Chiefs here. Then we go to this next one in the Browns and the Jets being the home team. Armand, I'm boycotting watching the Browns on offense this year. I'm just going to turn the TV off when they're on offense. So I have the Jets winning here, and I would think you have a similar pick.
Yeah, if the Jets lose this game, then the Jets haven't turned anything around from last year. The Jets should win this game easily. I mean, the Jets have a great defense. Their offense, they made improvements this year. They should be able to win this one easily.
Now we go to the Colts and the Bills. The Colts starting their season on the road against a new Rex Ryan coached Buffalo Bills team. Who you got here, Armand?
Joe, you're going to hate me for this, but Andrew Luck's going down this week.
Really?
This is the upset of the week. I think Buffalo's going to win a game. I mean, playing in Buffalo is never easy.
It is.
And, you know, I just think Andrew Luck, it depends how he shows up, because sometimes Andrew Luck, you know, tries to test defense too much. He might throw a couple picks, and this Buffalo defense is going to force a couple turnovers, and I think it's going to be a close game.
My only rebuttal, Armand, you really have faith in Tyrod Taylor against Andrew Luck?
No, I just have faith in LaShawn McCoy.
Oh, well, but I don't. He's not playing.
No, they said he was probable.
Oh, he's probable now? Okay,
yeah.
I didn't see this more. So that does change it a little. I am still going with the culture. I agree with you. I think Buffalo starting the season on the road at Buffalo is difficult, but I'm not picking against Andrew Luck against Tyrod Taylor. Now your Miami Dolphins open the road on again. They open the season on the road against the Washington Redskins. Yeah, I think crush is the fitting word. Washington's a disaster right now. New look, big expectations for the Dolphins this season, and hopefully they get it started with a win. Armand thinks so. I think so. Now here we go with the Panthers and the Jaguars. Panthers on the road here. Who's winning this one?
Joe, this is a weird game.
Very weird.
Honestly, Jacksonville could sneak out a victory here.
I think Blake Bortles takes a big step this year. I do.
I think so too. I think DJ Yeldon's going to improve. I like him from his Alabama days.
For sure.
But I think with the loss of Kelvin Benjamin, I don't know how Carolina's going to move the ball.
They're going to struggle tremendously moving the football.
No receivers.
Cam has nothing to throw to.
Just Greg Olsen. That's it. But the safety is going to double down on him. I mean,
yep.
He's got no receivers.
No, I completely
Interesting
agree.
year for Carolina.
It's going to be a nail-biting year.
I'll pick Carolina, though. They'll find a way.
Me too.
They got more experience.
Against Jacksonville, it's difficult to have a ton of faith and confidence.
But that's a trap game. Look for that.
I think this is a tough one, too. Now, Seahawks-Rams, obviously whenever these NFC West teams play against each other, they beat up on each other. Who do you have here?
Didn't they split last year? Didn't St. Louis beat Seattle in St. Louis?
I want to say yes, they split one game.
I thought they split.
I want to say yes.
Honestly,
did, because remember before the Seahawks kind of like exploded, they
were struggling. Yeah, they're going through, and this is one of their losses. I mean, I don't really like Nick Foles. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Seattle's gonna get to him quickly, and they're gonna get a lot of turnovers. I think Seattle's gonna win this game off defense.
I think so too. I think it's a nail biter again. Whenever these teams play, they do. But at this point, I still think the Rams, without having a sure, consistent running back right now, until they get Gurley back, are still in a little bit of a tough spot. I'm going with the Seahawks too. This next one, I've seen a lot of different opinions. Saints, Cardinals. Saints on the road to start the season. Who are you picking here, Armand?
Honestly, New Orleans on the road is never a pretty sight.
It's historically it's been difficult for Drew Brees. There's no doubt about it.
You know, Carson Palmer's back. Carson Palmer's been a very inconsistent quarterback throughout his whole career, but I think that he's got the ability to throw the ball downfield, and you know, New Orleans defense is very shaky, and I think the Cardinals will win this one.
I thought that this first, but I'm going with the Saints here. Actually, I agree with you. They're not the same team on the road. But every time I hear the sentence, Carson Palmer's your starting quarterback, I love Bruce Arians. I do. I think he's truly a special coach. But I don't know. I just think the jig is going to be up eventually every time I hear his name. I'm going with the Saints here. Let's go. This is, for me, I think aside from Lions-Chargers, this is my most anticipated matchup. The rookies in the NFL.
Oh, boy.
Jameis Winston against Marcus Mariota to start their NFL careers. You really couldn't write this story any better. Armand, now I know you know how big a Marcus fan I am. I'm actually going with the Buccaneers here. I think at home, both teams are going to be running the football a lot. I think both of them are going to make mistakes. It's going to be some struggles here and there. But I think the Bucs being the home team, I'm going to give them my edge here to win.
Listen, I just think that the Buccaneers, unfortunately for Mariota, the Buccaneers have more intangibles. They have better receivers, better tight end. They have a better running back. They have a better defense. Jameis Winston's in a better situation, and Jameis Winston's a better quarterback than Marcus Mariota. I'm sorry, Joe, but Jameis is going to win this game 30-10.
I agree. Jameis will win the game.
Blowout.
I don't know about the better quarterback. We will see certainly on that one. We go now to the Bengals and the Raiders. Armand, I don't think a lot of analysis is needed to break this one down.
I would hope not, Joe.
We're both going with the Bengals.
I would think the Bengals should win this one easily.
Now, this is a good game as well. Ravens at Broncos. The Broncos are one of those teams a lot of people don't know where to go with, especially the last sight we saw of Peyton Manning was not pretty.
No.
But I still think the Broncos are in store for a good season. Who do you have winning in this Week 1 matchup?
Honestly, it's the Broncos. I think that the Ravens made way too many changes for no reason. I mean, they're getting rid of Torrey Smith was huge. I don't like their offense at all. And I think Denver will find a way.
I am in agreement. Now we go to the Giants and the Cowboys. Giants-Cowboys, Armand. I'm covering Big Blue this season, and I think that they will take some good steps forward. But I'm going with the Cowboys, though, win up the season at Jerry World.
You know, whenever the Giants and Cowboys play, my way to approach this is always go with the road team. For some reason, the road team always wins.
In this matchup, historically, that happens a lot.
So
it really does.
I'm going Big Blue. I mean, it's always going to be a slugfest whenever the Giants and Cowboys go at it.
It is. I just think the Giants right now are missing too many guys in the secondary. I think Romo's going to have a day throwing the football. 2 Monday night matchups, as usual, to start the season. Eagles, Falcons, Vikings, 49ers. Give them both to me, Armand. Who you got?
Eagles, Falcons. That's going to be a high-powered game.
Oh, yes, it is. That's going to be a fun
I'm going to
one.
have to go with the Eagles.
Okay. You know what? A lot of people are picking the Eagles in this game. I'm not picking against Atlanta at home.
They're in Georgia?
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm going with Atlanta.
Okay.
I thought my fault. I thought you said they were in Philadelphia.
My mistake, yeah. Atlanta. So we're both going with Atlanta.
Definitely.
And then 49ers are at home against the Vikings.
Anthony Barr, the best upcoming middle linebacker in the game. You got to go with Minnesota. Teddy Bridgewater was flawless at the end of the year.
Teddy's going to have a big year.
Norv
Turner and Teddy, the way that they're going to work together, they're going to have a really good year.
I'm liking Minnesota, Joe.
I do. I like that. The Purple People Eaters, Armand. Well, I like you too. Let's go to this last one, which I saved. It's one of the 4 o'clock games. Lions and Chargers, my 2 favorite teams.
I know, it's interesting for you.
I think this is as good an opening matchup as we have. But I'm going to let you take it first. Who's winning this one? It's a tough matchup.
It
both
really
teams
is.
Are around that same level.
It is, but the loss of Ndamukong Suh, Detroit was at its forefront last year because of that defense. That defense was amazing. Came in out of nowhere.
They stopped the run always. You could not run the ball against them.
My heart wants to go with Detroit, but my mind's saying San Diego's going to pull it out in San Diego. I'm going to have to go with San Diego.
Only reason I'm going with the Chargers here is they're the home team. I think, again, Detroit takes a little step back defensively because losing a player like Sue
I think a
is
huge
very
step,
hard to
Joe.
replace. But I think Caldwell has them organized enough and has them disciplined enough.
And I don't think DeAndre Levy is going to be able to go. He's the other captain in this offense. The loss of Sue now, he's got to take over.
He really
and he's
does.
not going to play.
But I think it's going to be a fantastic matchup. But you
It will
heard
be.
it here from the man himself, Armand Medeo, all of the Week 1 breakdowns. We will be back the following Friday to break down, see how we did, and look ahead to the following week. Everyone enjoy the phenomenal slate of games. We'll be back same time, same place next week. So have a good one, folks.